Alright. So, welcome back to the White Lotus Society. Gangathy.
Gang.
Last time, we did tryouts. It was draft day for the Slayer Corps. All the teams of the Slayer Corps. I'm sure you guys noticed I added a character and general info section to the Discord that gives you all the stuff that you guys learned last time about the teams and the captains. And that'll be useful. And yeah, last time was draft day. We ended up reading the Book of Solomon after you guys did all your tryouts and impressed the captains. Cam had a sick fucking fight. And Cam, your character was over there for a reason. You didn't have to move. You were fine.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. You're starting off separately from the rest of the group just at the beginning. But yeah, we read the Book of Solomon. Everybody got powers and curses. Accordingly. And as such, here we are. Speaking of curses. So, Lake. Cam. You wake up on a table. Okay? You wake up on a table. This table is in the basement of the tower that is in the middle of the White Lotus Society. You're next to the commissioner and a strange looking man that you've never seen before. It's this kind of like frail looking boy. And you were just like, basically you read the book, woke up here, and you don't know what the fuck is happening. Your arm hurts like a bitch. Hurts real bad. And the commissioner looks at you and he's like, I'm surprised it actually worked. We somehow saved you. For somebody who ended up being a second pick in the draft, we didn't expect you to succumb to the Book of Solomon so easily.
I didn't realize that it was gonna be a fight at all.
Well, it shouldn't have been. But, you're unlucky. You're unlucky. It's okay. Yes, unfortunately, reading the book has, corrupted you. If you look at your...
What do you mean?
So take a look at your arm for me for a second, and you look down. What? You look down, and there's a large black and purple aura emanating around your arm. That's you kind of have not tendrils, actual monster tendrils, but shadows that coalesce around your hands, kind of shooting out as if they were tendrils.
What the fuck did you do to my arm?
I didn't do anything. You read the book.
What do you mean I read the book? What do you mean it was a book? What the fuck did you do to my arm?
Do you know what the Book of Solomon is?
No.
Oh no.
It's called the Book of it's called the Book of Solomon.
Yes, I understand this. Okay. All right.
You don't. I feel like there should be some sort of warning.
There technically was. Regardless, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. You have been stabilized. It's not going to eat you. It's not going to do anything. Your hand is still normal. It's just got nightmare physiology.
I thought you were playing this shit up, man.
No, it's bad.
I thought you were playing this up.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Alright. Can we cut it off?
No. What? No, it's fine. It's okay. We've stabilized it. It's okay. We don't have to cut it off. It's usable. It's still...
It hurts like hell.
I understand this. I get it. I get it. I truly understand. But with time, you do have the ability to uncorrupt this hand. And when that happens, there's a chance that you may awaken to new powers since you now hold some nightmare DNA in your body. We will get researchers together to see how they can help you. Unfortunately, nightmare physiology is not a consistent thing.
Have you ever dealt with anything like this before?
A few times, yeah. This is don't worry, you're not the first. This is
Do I have like a timeline
a
of
time
like recovery?
yeah,
Sucks.
it'll stop hurting with time. This is true. It's just within the next week or so. It won't be the actual bad pain shouldn't last more than a few hours. But you do have to be careful. If you interact with nightmares, there's a chance they could give you further corruption, which would be very bad. We're going to assume that's not going to happen. You were the second pick for a reason. But that is something to take note of. Now, furthermore, you may have you may be slightly weaker than you were before in terms of being able to actually use your arm and your strength.
I'm not worried about that.
Okay, that's fine then. Then yeah, you're free to go, and we think that you'll probably be fine. Don't worry too much about it. Just know that you do have some nightmare DNA in your body. It can be kind of rough for a while.
All right, man.
And then this sickly looking man walks over, and he's like, so I'm supposed to take you back to Miss Mary. Yeah, I'm your vice captain. I'm the second in command of Graham's disciples.
How?
Well, that's kind of disrespectful, don't you think? That's mean.
I mean, you kill monsters?
Very easily,
Like
yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's what the Graham's disciples is like best at. It's like we're one of the best pure monster killing teams.
No, not we. Do you kill monsters?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay. He's a little bit cockier than I thought you were gonna be, to be honest.
I don't. Feels like it was written on the walls.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got a fucking monster arm, so.
Is that a diss? I'm gonna be vice captain in 2 weeks.
All right, whatever. It's fine. Okay. Regardless, we have to head back to the Badlands to meet the rest of the team.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I get some pills or something for this?
Oh my god!
I mean, like
the commissioner is like going insane. He's got his head in his hands, and he's just like, "Yes, I can give you some pills that you can take whenever you're feeling like absolutely terrible." And he hands you like this like kind of small pill bottle that is just like it's just like, I guess, advanced painkillers essentially. And we can say that just put that in your inventory, you bottle of painkillers.
Gotcha.
And then you and Terminus take your leave. Now the rest of the gang is actually in a new area. So, You guys can put your tokens around here wherever. All right. So you guys are currently in a village known as the village of Brunel. And you are just kind of you're new here. You're meeting at headquarters. You're meeting. I do have a token for her around here somewhere. Okay, you're meeting with Mary. Okay, Mary is your leader. You guys are like, I'd say you guys are like down here. I mean, you can stay up there. Nighlin, your character can probably hear it from up there. He's being edgy. He's allowed to be edgy.
Where's my token?
You didn't make one. I told you to make one last time. I can give you like the generic if you want.
It doesn't spawn me with a token. I thought it
I mean,
did.
you have to edit your token and upload your own thing.
Yeah, just give me a default. It's okay.
The default for now. We can work on it. Don't worry. All right.
Use the default, the other one too.
He uses the default in Bleach. So it's really funny. All right. So, you're meeting with Mary, and you're being like kind of shown around, and she's talking to you guys about how you have made it to the second squad on your team. Each team is divided into 3 squads. Second squad is that's up there. That's the fact that you guys are starting there is kind of like rookies don't really do that, so it's really impressive. And so the whole thing is like you guys are basically just being shown around the village and talked to about like what your role as being part of the second squad entails. And there's a chance that if you guys can prove yourselves before the start of the season, that you will be promoted to first squad, which is where Terminus used to be, actually. Terminus used to be a first squad member and then got promoted to vice captain because he's like that. Despite what Cameron may believe.
Yeah.
And so you guys are being explained everything, your new accommodations, stuff like that. And as you do, your Terminus and Lake walk in. Okay, they pull up. They're finally here.
Yeah, I knew you were picking the right one with me, you know.
Of
So
course.
I'm glad you brought me all the way here.
How would I, come on. Have I ever been known to make a wrong call in my life? In my day?
No. No, not actually.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you know. Sometimes they just need to pick me up, so thanks, man.
Of course. I'm always here for you. Come on. And as you two enter, Terminus, like Mary basically tells Terminus that she's basically got to go monster hunting. So I mainly just had her token here because I am gonna need it later. That's the only reason I really brought it.
Goodbye.
But yeah, Mary leaves. She has a big monster to go fight, or actually gain intel on, I should say. She's not actually going to fight it. There's a big monster in the area that's been destroying villages and towns, and Terminus takes over, and he is here to explain the stuff that y'all need to know. So
I kneel down and I salute him.
what? Wow, you're
Good to meet you, Chief.
Chief.
You have
know,
a preferred
you're
title?
no, vice captain is what I get
Vice
called.
Captain Terminus.
Okay,
sir.
yes, correct. Yeah, thanks. That's really nice of you. You don't have to bow to me. Don't.
All right, I rise.
Yeah, see, that's a lot different than the other guy over here. He was really rude to me. All the way here, actually.
Oh.
Kept calling me a bitch and talking about how he was going to be vice captain in 2 weeks and said, no, scratch that a week. And he said, no, he could really do it by tomorrow if he wanted to.
No, somebody in your position doesn't get there by accident.
Yeah,
I never outright called you a bitch.
He turns around and he goes, I think you outright called me a bitch. Is that...
I didn't know. I didn't know your name was Terminus. If I knew your name was Terminus, there wouldn't have been an issue.
But yeah. I guess I should have established that. I guess I don't. Yeah, my name is Terminus Lin. I thought I told you that on the way here. I'm sorry. That's
Sorry, you said something earlier too. We got drafted second.
You got drafted second. You got drafted second. Crosswise got drafted, I believe. I'm trying to think, because it goes by rounds.
Who went first?
Who went first? The Dreamweavers drafted a strange guy. I haven't actually seen him, and I don't really know what he does either. His name's Magnus. He was very like, he was kind of scary, if I can be honest. It was like he had like a weird aura around him. But he went first. Honestly, we were kind of shocked you didn't go first, because we really wanted you.
Hey, you and I both.
All right, well. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, we were really shocked you didn't go first. The Dreamweavers are a new team this year. So we really expected them to go all in on a new prospect that is able to match a captain. But yeah, you went second. You fell to us. Crosswise, he fell to us somehow. Osei we traded for, and then whoops, wrong character. Lemisk fell to us also. It's actually impressive that we got Lemisk, because I was certain the Gray Foxes were going to take him too. But I think Lemisk refused the Gray Foxes.
Yeah.
Why?
I did not want to be a part of that group willingly.
You're the prayer guy, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you
How you
fight?
doing, nephew?
How does he fight? I actually don't know that myself.
Well, I pray that you never had to find out.
That was hard.
That's pretty hard.
That was pretty hard.
I won't ask again.
It's my fault. Yeah. There's everybody here seems to be established fighters in their own right, except for Osei, actually.
Oh, yes.
How do you fight, actually?
Well, it's a sort of a convoluted situation, but I can fight. I can fight.
All right. Yeah. For some reason, Mary really wanted him on the team. I think she's a fan of his work. I think she's a fan of your work. I'm not 100% certain. She's out on an errand right now. So, but yeah.
Oh, was it the lady that I saw
Yeah,
coming in before?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, that's your captain. She's the leader.
I need to thank her.
She's the leader. Well, it's she's already out on a mission.
You should be
gone.
thanking me.
Please.
Okay.
Oh, yes, of course. You all I should be thanking, to be honest. Because without y'all, I wouldn't be anything.
Oh my god. Dude.
But yes, please, let her know that I do need to talk to her.
Nephew. You're alright. Okay. Alright, nephew.
Gotcha.
How old are you? Why are you calling everybody nephew? You don't look old.
Thank you.
Yeah, your youthful appearance far exceeds your wisdom.
I'm actually in my 40s.
No, you're
Wow.
not, bro. You're shredded.
You know,
But isn't that a good thing though? age 40, still looking good.
I would
Hey,
agree.
Are you serious? You're 40?
I'm 45 to be specific, to be exact, actually.
45.
Yeah,
Huh.
Yo.
it,
CMOS?
nef- yeah, vegan diet,
Yep.
sea moss,
Yep.
you know,
I'm
and
right there with you,
honestly,
bro.
when not to toot my own horn, but when you're as powerful, well, if you were as powerful as I was back in the day, you know, you get to dine on the finer things. But now God has tested me, and so I must seek Him out.
Seek out God.
Yes. See, I'm on a journey to find God. Who is God? What is God? That's why I chose philosophy.
Interesting. What do you study?
Oh, here he goes.
I study the world.
Okay.
I study what I believe God to have created, if one such being exists. I observe nature's course. I observe every creature.
You
Okay.
think God made you?
Yeah.
You have
If one,
kids?
if one kids. Yes, I have kids. A
You
lot,
think God made them?
actually. Yeah, I made them. You know, I'm just might be God.
Well, that'd be
Nephew,
pretty good for this team
funny,
if that was the case.
Yeah, I'm with him.
right? You know, nephew, you're funny. I go
Appreciate
over
that.
there to dap up Lake.
Got you.
Yeah.
That was clean. That was clean to the mic. That was crazy. That
True.
was powerful. Okay. Well, now that everybody's acquainted and you've met your new teammates, your new squad mates, uh, so I guess I should kind of explain to you guys what it's like around here in Brunel. I know you guys kind of got the tour from Mary when y'all got here, but you know, better safe than sorry. So, we currently are in the Southern Badlands. Now, this area is considered arguably the most dangerous area in the world. Depends on what you find scarier, people or monsters. If you find people scarier, then the Chained Lands are considered the most dangerous in the world. But, as is the case, around here, nightmares, for some reason, nightmares are drawn to this side of the planet. And, as such, we don't often have many village, like most villages here are very dispersed, very, like, secluded places, whether they be in mountainsides like ours, or residing high in the treetops or underground. Usually you don't have any villages that are out in plain sight. And, like, for some reason, recently, nightmares have been appearing in a more and more dramatic fashion around this area. That's part of why we moved our base here. We moved our base to the central, the highest mountain in, or the highest mountain that resides in the central of the Southern Badlands. And that's why you guys are here. To help us get to the bottom of why these nightmares keep appearing. And to destroy these nightmares. As well as, I guess, you know, something we've not really prided ourselves on in the past, which I guess it explains why we aren't one of the more powerful teams. So this year is an expansion. A new team has appeared, the Dreamweavers. As such, there's a rule in place that happens only on years where there's a new team. New teams get very rarely added. And that rule is called Conquest. When the season starts, you are allowed to defeat other teams in combat and take their land. Nobody's gonna do that to us because we're in the Southern Badlands. But it is something to take note of that, you know, nightmares might not be the only things we'll have to deal with in the future. Now, I will proceed to give you all your team insignia. And he hands each of you, like, essentially it's like, I guess it depends on your character. You can wear it however you want, but it's the equivalent to a headband from Naruto, basically. It says what team you're on. So it's like, you can wear it as like a wristband, headband, you know, whatever. But he hands all of you your, like, team marks. And he lets y'all just go explore the village, if that's what you want to do. So would anybody like to look for anything in specific in the village? Any ideas? Anything y'all might want?
I would like rope.
With like rope. Yeah, there's a like general store that you can get rope from. Just hop in there and get, like, you can get as much rope as you. Rope isn't like, it's pretty abundant here. Like, you gotta tie up monsters and bring them back for testing and shit all the time. So like, it's pretty cheap. You can get it for like 10 chips.
I give them 10 chips.
Okay.
And I ask the party if they also need more rope.
I'm good. Thank you, though. Terminus, is it? Perhaps maybe you could explain to me, what nightmares are and all of their capabilities, if
Well,
that makes
that's
sense.
the thing. That's the thing. I mean, you've traveled the world. You've seen your fair share of nightmares, I'm almost certain. It takes a lot to solo travel around the world like you have for the past few years. But
Yeah. But I guess they call them in different terms,
yes,
I guess.
correct. It depends on where you reside from. Obviously, I'm aware from your background that you were stated to have resided in the east near the Golden Age Society. But
Correct.
regardless, yeah. Honestly, when you get as close, the closer you get to the Badlands, the more sporadic and diverse the types of nightmares that exist are. So, it's hard to really narrow down any specific thing of nightmares other than that their DNA is rapidly evolving. That's why it's so bad when people have when like people like us come in contact with nightmare DNA. That's why it changes our physiology so easily. Sorry, like,
All good.
and it's what causes corruption. But as far as one specific thing about nightmares or like specific types, it's hard to really pin down. There's like, you know, the average types around here, I guess, are like gulls, which are more like small dragons. They're not really a threat to anybody of our level, but the average person, can't really deal with them. They're basically like small dragons. They're, I guess kind of strong. They're really annoying in that they can like leech health from people. There's bigger, like, I guess, bull-esque nightmares that exist around here that charge towards enemies, and once they, I guess, are in close proximity to you, if they can attach themselves to you in any way, they will also constantly drain resources from you. Not for themselves, not like a leech like the ghouls do,
but they will drain like usually like stamina or mental through their horns. You know.
Ugh,
There's
that does sound frightening.
a few bigger monsters around here, but you don't really have to deal with them that much. You don't have to deal with the larger monsters unless you get to like the more landmark areas of the Badlands, such as like the volcanoes or any islands that reside on the outside of it. But as far as nightmares go, they are very, very diverse and ever evolving, which is why their rapid appearance in this area recently has become so frightening. All of the societies have been paying us a lot of money to find out what we can about nightmares. So.
I see. Okay. Thank you so much, Sir Terminus.
Of course, of course.
Osei finishes up all the note taking on his book of empty words.
Yeah. Is there anything else anybody wants to do in the village?
Terminus, sir.
Uh,
Do you think there's a particular item you wish you had with you on your first mission?
I mean, other than, a better weapon. Probably, you got rope, which is pretty good. I'd say, maybe like some slightly better, it's actually not something you'd have to worry about per se, but maybe some slightly better armor
I see.
would have been pretty good. That being
Thank
said,
you very much.
That being said, if you guys are intending on getting armor here, be careful. I mean, the prices around here are pretty bad right now because we only recently started getting an influx of money, so the economy's still balancing out.
That makes sense.
You think I need armor or?
I'd argue at least to ensure that nothing comes in contact with that arm of yours.
So if they get near me, they'll just corrupt me more?
Not necessarily. It depends on what type of monster they are, but it's better safe than sorry.
I wonder if I could get someone to just sell me coverage of my chest and arm.
I could try to wrap it for you.
That would work. It doesn't have to be like crazy good cover around your arm. You just don't want anything indirect. You don't want like corruption or indirect contact with it.
I go to like a weaver cloth maker. I ask them for some fabric.
You can get that for like 5. It's not.
I give them 5, and I make my way back over to Lake.
Something to note around here, anything that's like a material or something that's like utility is going to be pretty cheap around here, but anything that's like crafted or made is going to be like pretty expensive. For right now at least. Like that's anything that's like a raw material, like, you got the rope, you got the cloth, that's pretty basic. Like that's going to be pretty cheap.
I walk over to Lake. All right, hold still. This might hurt a little bit. And he starts wrapping it around, and he's using a decent amount of force. He gives you a little block of wood to bite onto, and he starts fixing it, tying it.
I feel like he's going a little harder than necessary.
And he pats you on the shoulder after it's done, and he makes sure it's covered up, and he goes, "How does that feel? Does it feel like you're able to flex and move your arm?"
Feels about the same.
Oh, that's pretty good then. And he walks away, gives you a thumbs up, smiles a tiny bit, but it's hard to see behind his mask. He moves back next to Eden.
Thank you.
Yeah, that'll work. That works. Anything else in specific the team is looking for?
I'm all good.
You're all good. Crosswise got his stuff, I'm pretty sure. Osei?
Osei looks around in his satchel. Are we supposed to? He brings out his insignia.
You gotta wear
Are
that,
we
yeah.
supposed to do something?
You're
Oh, we're
supposed
supposed to
to
wear
wear
it.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
leave it somewhere where people would be able to see it on you. People have to know that you're a member of our team. That's all it's for.
Oh, okay. I was
Correct.
confused there. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
You can use it like a brooch. We can take the piece off and tie it to the cloth around you.
That would work.
You can
I
wear it like
don't
a
know.
scarf.
Oh, you could wear like a scarf. You could put it on a scarf.
Oh, stellar idea, Lake.
Kind of what I'm known for.
Osei starts trying to put it on his scarf.
Terminus walks over to you, and you see like a glowing light emit around his hand, and he like pushes it to the insignia on the scarf, and you see it like form into one point on the insignia, and then it like clamps into the scarf, and it's in there.
Oh, wow, Terminus. I didn't know you could do that. That's really awesome.
Yeah, people often mistake me for a witch because of my abilities. So
Ah,
I
they
guess
just
I
didn't
kind
really
of
see
am,
these.
but
That's true. That's true.
I guess so everybody is aware, I am a necromancer. So, that's where my skill set lies. It's kind of witch-esque, kind of science. It doesn't really matter, it gets the job done.
So you bring people back to life?
That's not the type of necromancy I do. I can call upon the spirits around me in an area, or the spirits of my ancestors, to give me special powers. Usually element based.
Nepo baby.
It's crazy because he's not a nepo baby, and you would actually fuck with this guy's skill set so hard.
If you look at my session notes, it's all like Terminus might actually be the coolest character.
Yeah. So I will let you guys know that Terminus will exist as an assist character in combat. I'll let you guys know that. He's gonna stick with y'all for a little bit, at least, and like for this, while you guys are getting your footing. And I'm saying that now to explain what assists are. Obviously, Nighlin and Quay already know, but for Josh and Cam, in combat you can not waste, but you can expend AP to call upon an extra like non-party character, to give you like an assist move in combat. This guy has 3 that all have different levels of AP cost. One's 20, one's 30, one's 50. And you can use him. You can use AP to use him, and the thing about assist characters that makes them pretty useful beyond like some of those higher AP cost moves being big damage is you are basically getting a spell from that character without you expending resources besides AP. So like you don't have to worry about, I'm losing stamina or mental for this or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And yeah, you would fuck with this guy. You would fuck with this guy's spells. But yeah, so that's just something to take note of. And there's if there's nothing else that you guys are looking for in specific around the village, then you guys are to head to the knowledge center is what it's called. It's basically the headquarters and village library of this city. But if you guys are still looking for anything, or there's anything you want, then feel free. I know that Lemisk didn't ask for anything, and Osei didn't technically look for anything either.
I'm all ready to go.
Ready to go? Okay. What about you, Lemisk?
Let's go.
You're good? Okay. You guys head to the knowledge center, and there, you see basically Terminus having multiple people come in to tell him news and information and shit, and he turns around and goes oh, I guess while Mary was out, she spotted a group of monsters heading towards the village that would be a good first test for you guys. So, you know.
Sounds good.
Let's go.
All right.
Is everybody prepared for
confident.
battle?
Always.
I'm confident in you guys. So we got this.
Just stand behind us.
Just stand by.
Which one of you or which of you are backline fighters? I'll stand in front of you.
Yes.
I can do whatever.
I tend to let the new generation handle it, nephew.
You got all the armor, maybe just stand in front of all of us.
All right, that sounds fine. Then somebody in the middle make sure to protect the far back in case the flanks.
It's all right, Crosswise. Don't worry, you got this. You got this, baby. You're good. Don't even worry about it. You stand in front, you'll get all the glory. Don't even worry about it.
All right, I'll make sure to make you proud, Eden.
And you guys head off to a valley clearing near the mountain that you guys are coming out from, near the mountain that the village is on. And in this valley clearing, there is also, we don't have a map for this one, because it's easier to see when you just don't have a map for combat. And so you guys can put your tokens in. I'll put Quay's base token. I'll put my boy Terminus off to the side over here in case anybody wants to use them. And you guys feel free to place your tokens like anywhere in like basically like from like here or like in this area basically, like over
Oh,
here.
we're not on that map yet.
You're not on there yet? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Right. I do have to do that. Okay. So y'all are here now. So in this area that like Quay's in, you can move a little further up if you want. You can, whatever. So you guys
So, like,
are
loosely this or something.
yes, around there, yeah. So you guys are met with 3 goals. And so you guys do have knowledge because of the question that Josh asked earlier, that this monster type, when lowered to a certain HP threshold, will begin to try to leech life from you when it attacks. Now, I have to find out. There we go. That's how you do. Boom. So y'all.
You can highlight everybody, right click, and then
Okay, highlight everybody
that
right
works
quick.
too.
I'll do that next time.
Yeah.
And then, right. Okay. So you guys enter your initiative in there. So your dex. Enter your dex in that number that's next to you on the turn order thing. On the side there. Seven, 10, 13. Wow, you guys.
No, it's okay.
You guys are fast. You guys are fast.
Wait, does this work?
Yeah. You click
Oh.
on it and then you're right there. Yeah,
Okay, I wasn't working for a second. Okay.
All right, so we get there and do you really have the highest dex? That's crazy.
I thought that.
Yeah, I just get the +10 because of the skill.
I think it would be in there.
Oh yeah. That makes sense. Okay, right.
Should be over
Yeah, otherwise it's 3.
Right. Okay. So Crosswise. I'll move them like slightly closer. I'll have one like hang further back over there, but otherwise they're slightly closer. So you guys get there to this valley clearing and you see the ghouls heading towards you guys, supposedly heading from a like band of nomadic merchants that were supposed to be heading towards the village of Brunel. And so after being lured away from them by Mary, she lured them this way specifically to test her new recruits. Yeah, here they are. Either Nighlin can start, or if anybody wants to be the combat starter, they can, but Nighlin does have the highest initiative, so.
I will start. I'll move over here. Let me make sure that should be fine with the movement changes. Yeah. So I can move 10, and then I can use cross chop from 10.
You can use cross chop from 10. And when you use cross chop, you do a shit ton, fuck ton of damage. So, oh, damn, you do a shit ton, fuck ton of damage. Yeah, so you fucking nail this guy. You fucking nail this guy right in the domazoid, this like small dragon gull, and you use cross chop. It does 100 damage. It does 100 damage to him. I forgot to give life bars, but I'm tracking it all, so I'll tell you that it looks like you're around half-ish health. And let's see. I mean, you know what your move does. It lowers the AP cost of counter by 20 if you choose to counter. On
Yeah.
But
I'm going to do, I guess, 2 and then end my turn so that I can afford a counter.
You do 2, and it is left with very little health. This one right here, this one that's in front of Crosswise, it looks very low. And then it moves on to Lemisk, because you did your turn. Lemisk, what would you like to do for these goals?
First, I'm gonna do a prayer of fortune.
You're gonna do a prayer of fortune. Prayer of fortune. You choose to give allies plus 10 damage for the next turn, or heal them for 2x your wisdom. Obviously, you're gonna be doing the damage one, because that makes the most sense here. So everybody on your team's next attack will deal 10 extra damage.
If you are there, Lord, God, help us smite our enemies.
As you say this, you see a radiant light appear around all of your allies.
That was 25, 8, 25, 40.
25, 40, yeah.
So 25, 47, these people have
I can't.
75 mental, 60 AP for the people at home.
Yeah, 75 mental, 60 AP. Yeah.
Then I'm going to perform.
75. You mean 25?
Because I had 100.
Oh, okay, so, yeah, right, okay. Yep.
Then I'm gonna activate Prayer of Misfortune.
Prayer of Misfortune. Okay.
On the one that Cross is aggroing.
Okay, so with Prayer of Misfortune, you choose to either have flat defense or attack for the next move that or the next turn that mob has.
I'm gonna pray for half defense.
You're gonna pray for half defense.
Dear Lord, if you are there, please make my enemies quiver. And I point to the one.
You see a like almost gag manga-esque like purple cloud appear around the goal, and you hear a little power down sound effect as if it was an RPG.
See.
Yeah.
Man, you know,
Um,
I'm just might be God.
I just might be God. That's crazy.
what else does Lemisk choose to do?
Let's see. Let's see. What can I do?
What can you do?
I can do nothing. Pass my turn.
You pass your turn. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of your spells are not mastered. So, next turn, it is now Lake's turn. So Cam asked me a good question in DMs I was gonna answer, but I feel like I should say this out loud because it would help Josh too. It's really easy. So he asked how many times he can move. Your movement is based on agi, so you can move as many So if you, let's say, take the ruler tool on the thing on the left, and you draw like a line, right? It's every square is 5 meters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, for every 5 meters, like everybody gets one free movement, like guaranteed, one free square of movement. And then anything after that is based on your agi. Every 5 agi, you will get the ability to move another square forward. However, you can expend, and you can look at the sheet for this. For movement, it tells you how much AP it costs. So it'd be 20 movement, 20 AP
20
for
AP.
each movement for like a new square past your agi.
Gotcha.
And it's 5 AP for a jump. So
Gotcha.
a jump is actually at least, I guess, oh no, it actually, never mind. There's a rule in place for that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about the debacle.
Yeah, it was always there, but it was
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
get
yeah.
read.
It was just wasn't taken account of. So yeah, that's something to take note of. Your jump.
Yeah, if you highlight them, they'll tell you.
Yeah,
on the sheet
your
as
jump
well.
isn't great right now because obviously low stats, but it costs the AP cost if movement is free, and then if movement is not free, like you're out of free moves, then it's AP cost for movement plus the jump cost.
Gotcha.
So
So I
that-
get 2 moves.
So yeah, you would get 1 because your agi is 6. And then
Yeah, so you can move 2 tiles. You can move 11.
he
'cause it's
can?
5 plus.
Oh, it's 5
yes.
plus. Okay. All right, then yes, you would get 2 free tiles of movement, and then anything past that costs 20 AP.
Yeah, you get to use your move again every time you pay 20. So you move 11, which we're mostly ignoring the extra 1 in that context because it's just not good for rounding. So you'd be able to move 2 tiles, and then if you paid it again, you'd be able to move another 2 tiles because you just move your movement again.
Gotcha.
But the first one doesn't cost anything, and every extra time in the same turn costs it again.
Gotcha. All right. I am gonna use focus lens.
Okay. You will use focus lens. So we go ahead and roll the thing.
What is it?
At the bottom.
You'll have a button on the bottom
the
left.
bottom
that says it.
left. It's
Oh right. Okay. Gotcha.
focus lens. Yeah.
25.
So if an enemy is within 25, 25.
So if they're exactly at 25.
If they're exactly at 25, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, he's going from 1 further, so he'd have
Yeah,
to move 5.
But you can
yeah.
move up for free. So if you move 1,
Yeah.
you get there. They're exactly
Yeah, you just
25
move
away.
forward by 1, and you got it.
Yeah. So move your free movement, and then it's free.
Okay. Okay.
So focus lens is within a random distance. He rolls the button with a 5 to 50. He gains an extra 10 damage to any target in that range. So he gets a free 10 damage to both of these monsters, both of these goals.
All right. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna take 3 pictures of Crosswise.
You're gonna take 3 pictures of Crosswise.
You know, I'm posing. I'm doing cross chops.
Yeah, we can say that you are capturing a picture of him while he did his 2 cross chops. I would like to say that in actual combat you have to your picture is for any, like, you're taking a picture of anything that's actively doing something, so you can't just take a picture of it. But he did do 2 cross chops, so we can say that you
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
have to like witness. Okay, that makes more
Yes.
sense.
That
That makes more sense.
so
Because I was
you-
like, this feels like it's gonna be kind of an annoying mechanic if I'm just like take a bunch of pictures every time.
Yes.
So I can only do it when something happens.
yes, so
And then I have to use them.
you captured 2 cross chops though. So yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So we can say that you captured 2 cross chops. There's nothing that would be impeding that at all. So that's fine. And that's a skill, not a spell, so you can just do that.
Okay.
And then what do you store those pictures? Do you use any of them? What do you do?
I'm gonna throw one at the guy that he attacked already.
Okay, so you'd be using Ghost Print Flick for that?
Ghost print flick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
By the way, you can hold your left click and it'll ping. So if you want to target
Yeah.
something specific, it can help.
Like that.
Gotcha.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna attack this guy
Okay, gotcha.
at 25 meters.
At 25 meters, you get the +10, so you would be doing your 27 plus 10, and also it would be taking the aspect of cross chop. So this wouldn't matter for you, but you would technically get lower cost on your counter.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that one fucking dies. That goodbye, obliterate. That one, you fucking kill him. He was on his last legs. That one was pretty easy. It was pretty simple.
Gotcha.
So what do you choose to do next?
See, I need to know how much I've used.
Yeah, you should attract that with the thing. You use 25 AP and 10 mental with Ghost Print Flick.
25 AP. Okay, do I go over to stats and type it in, or is
Yeah,
it,
you
like, a
type it
thing
in
where-
on
Yeah.
stats. The thing, the
There'll be current stamina, mental,
Current,
and
yeah,
AP. You
that.
put them there.
he found it. He saw it. Yeah,
Perfect.
and then at the
It's
top of
25 AP and
yeah, so you use 25 AP and your mental. Oh no, 1 mental. Oh shit. You used 10, so you're at 140.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, and then when your turn starts again, you regen and get your
Regen.
AP and stuff back. Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha. And then there will be like long rests.
Yes. So you have 75 AP left. What do you choose to do?
I guess let me use spectral analysis on this other guy.
Spectral analysis. So you can detect the weaknesses of an enemy. So this enemy is very weak to mental damage. So you doing the Ghost Print Flick on the last guy is why he exploded, because you got another extra 10 on top of what you're already getting, so you got like +20 instead of +10. So they're weak to mental, and that's like their thing. They're really, really weak to mental stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead then and just throw my other
You
picture
throw
at him.
You throw the other cross chop.
Since he's
Um,
also at 25, right?
He is at 25 meters away, correct? So you would be paying the cost of damn Ghost Print again. You're dealing. Let's see, I can do the quick math for that. So that's. And then you would get the reduced AP for counter from the spell that Brody has. It's not like as good as his. Again, doesn't really matter. So it looks like you did like a solid chunk of damage. It's not like super wounded. I'd say that you feel like you did around like
20ish, 25% of its health.
Okay, got you.
Of its like mental. Honestly, no. It's probably more like it's actually probably more like 35ish. Like
Okay.
it looks like you did a good chunk of his mental.
Gotcha.
So,
And then
yeah, I wish I had the health bars ready, but I forgot to do it. I'm gonna be honest.
there's no worries. And then I'm gonna use focus flare and then end my turn.
Focus flare is great call.
I'm
So
gonna use it on the one closest to Crosswise.
yes, correct. And that just cost the 28p 5 mental.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's now blinded. So for its next turn, it's gonna have to for its next turn, it's gonna have to damn like
Roll accuracy.
roll accuracy. Yeah. So yeah, and you will end your turn. Okay. Now it's Osei's turn. Osei.
Mhm.
So, what do you want to do, my king, towards this goal right here, or the one back here, I guess.
Hmm. Let me recite a hymn.
You do have 2 poems. You can, in fact, recite him. That does that. Reciting a hymn fucking kills it. Yeah, it dies because it's weak to mental. So.
Okay.
You yeah, you do the extra damage plus you get the power of the like last poem that you wrote, which was long as fuck.
Okay.
And I do factor that in. That sounds like a just a gimmick. It doesn't do that much, but it actually matters here because it puts you over the damage threshold by like 5. So yeah, you used 35 mental, 50 and 50 AP. Make sure to
Okay.
keep track of that on the stats page.
35 mental.
Yeah, so under the current, yeah, you got it. So yeah, this guy fucking freaking explodes. Well, actually, hold on, let me check. Yeah, he freaking explodes. Boom. What else do you want to do? That was kind of nuts. What else do you want to do?
Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I did write down a little thing for the hymn.
Oh, okay.
I can send it.
Yeah. Also, so whom I call motivate my comrades, know for sure that you will be best. He has like a whole. Okay. So, yeah, the reason that his him blew the guy up is because Cameron left him like a little bit over half, and then his did like basically like 60ish damage, like mental, because of the mental weakness they
Okay.
have. So yeah.
And the third resource is
Not something for you to worry about. You
Yeah,
don't
Not
worry about that.
something.
it's just
Okay.
there if
It's
people
just
have
there
it.
if people have it. Yeah. It's
So what
pretty
is
good.
resource called again?
So you have like you have stamina, mental, and AP. Those are the only things you have to worry about.
Okay.
The third resource doesn't matter for you. It's just there preemptively in case people end up getting it. Only one person has that third resource they have to care about out of the group, and that's Lake, who has Key. Nobody else has to worry about that.
Okay. Balance stacks armor.
Yeah. So what else would you like to do?
Can I just end it there?
You can just end it there. That was a solid turn.
Yeah, I'll just end it there then.
All right. So this thing will take its turn. And it will move right here. And it is within range to attack only Crosswise. It actually cannot attack anybody else. So let's just go ahead and I gotta roll its fucking damages. /R or R/? I always forget.
/R.
Okay. This damage is gonna be like nothing to you. It's gonna be like nothing to you. So don't even. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh no, it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be a D10.
Oh.
/R D10. So it's actually gonna be less.
Probably, almost certainly.
Wait, why is it?
/r space.
Oh no, it's
D10
it's 20.
plus-
It's supposed to be 20 anyways. I had read the thing wrong.
Oh, good.
So, +2. So 21. It did one more. Wow.
Holy crap! I took 5 damage.
Oh shit! The flat defense. Yeah.
Oh,
The
God.
reason that it does the +2 is because it's based on amount of tiles moved. There's the ability for if like you guys didn't. Let's say that 2 or more of them were alive together. Then they have the ability to like rally each other so that they can like start zipping and zooming places. But
I had a ability question.
Huh?
Did we cross chop? It's not like ultra clear on it, but like, do
Only
I
to
get
the enemy it's
the?
hit.
Okay.
Only to the enemy it's hit. Which feels bad because you guys are blitzing these early mobs, but later on
No,
it'll matter.
that's fine. I will.
Also, yeah, it's its turn is fucking over. Did nothing.
Yeah. I was gonna say if that's the case, I'll just block it and take nothing.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. All right, cool. I will attack it with cross chops until it dies.
Yes, yeah, you can do that. It only has like 180-ish health, so you're good. Not 180-ish. It has fucking 280-ish rather. So you got it. Yep. Good job.
Yeah.
Fucking blitz. You guys blitz the fight.
Cross chop trio, and I stab it 3 times with my hand,
I
and
did
then it
cheat,
dies.
admittedly.
No. So, I paid attention to that, Cam. You didn't really cheat because focus lens. If you're doing it to an enemy that's within the exact radius, you get a +10 on like range based stuff.
Oh, so wait, so if I focus lens, then I can.
Yeah, that was
Does
something.
does focus lens just extend focus flare to like
Yes,
sight
correct.
range?
Not sight range, but it gives you an extra 10 to it.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. Don't worry about
Sick.
it. They interact together. That's why they both have focus in the name.
Got you.
Got him.
So yeah, good job. I'm going to roll you guys. I don't have the fancy table set up that Nighlin does, so I'm going to roll you guys a d4 to determine what you get. You get there's 4 possible options here. And we will see. You guys get money for completing your first mission. Terminus hands you guys like each 200 chips. You get an extra 100 because you didn't call for his help.
Ooh, nice.
How many chips was it?
200.
Plus
200?
100 or 100 plus 100?
You
100 plus 100,
Yeah,
so
everybody in the
gotcha.
party gets 200.
Got you.
Yeah.
Total.
So you are good. And with that, you guys head back to the village. And y'all are there actually faster than anticipated. So you guys get back to the base. You guys get back to the Nod Center. And you're all congratulated on a job well done. Everybody gets surprised at how well you did. You know, a lot of the higher ups on the team are looking at you guys like, good job. Normally you guys would have interactions with like, you know, weird coaches or GMs or whatever, but y'all are in a team that's just like it's Mary's team at this point in time. So and she's not there. But she does send in a request for Terminus. And he actually proceeds the message onto you guys and says, "Hey, we want to do a test since you guys are upcoming prospects, and we don't expect anything crazy to happen here, but you know, there might be you know, we could." Oh shit, that's crazy. But yeah, we could you know, we could put a little test here for you guys in the first squad. Because I actually, after seeing you guys in action, I actually think you guys have a lot of promise. So, Mary just sent in a request to me. And it was for me to help, but I actually want to start a little competition between you guys and the first squad members. Cause I'm ready to shake things up. I want to see if our first squad members are really cut out. If not, then you guys can take their spot. So, here's the deal. Mary just sent me in a notification that says that there is a giant beast that's been, you know, attacking nearby villages, like specifically the treetop villages we have around here. And we've been hunting for it for a while. She's finally found where it's located. And Lake has experience. Due east of here, there's a wyvern residing in a cavern underneath the volcano. And I want to send both you guys and the first squad members to go there and take care of it. And whoever takes care of it first, they can, you know, they can deal with it as they see fit. You know, whoever gets it first is the real first squad, basically. But before you guys do that, I think it would be nice if you guys got some rest first. You know, just hang out in the village for a little bit and, you know, commemorate yourselves on a job well done today.
That sounds fun. Is there a good hanging out spot like a bar or a tavern?
There's a solid bar here. There's a solid restaurant here. Actually, one of the best restaurants in the world is in this village. There's a solid, like, the headquarters has a few solid, like, cafe areas. You know, whatever y'all want to do. Wherever y'all would like to go.
Eden really likes hanging out at bars, so I'm not sure if he's big on a big restaurant. What do you think, Eden?
I mean, it's you guys are the ones that went on the mission today. I can do whatever. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of free for me either way.
I mean, you've got me where I can be a part of this group. So he hands Eden 25 chips and he goes, "Make sure you splurge on yourself, you know, you deserve it."
Thanks, boss. Thank you. And he fucking walks out like you guys haven't even decided where you're going. He knows where he's going. He walks out. He's gone. he's out getting drinks. Y'all decide what the fuck you're gonna do. He doesn't. He's gone.
I guess that means the bar.
Well, I mean, that might be where he wants to go, but I'm good with whatever you guys prefer. I don't drink that much.
Is there a rest area? I would like to wash up a bit.
There's a, you know what? Actually, place that's suited for you. Since we're here in the knowledge center, there's a giant library, that you can study up on many various things. Just down the hallway, really. It's right over there. But
Really?
the rest of you, like I said, there's a bar, there's a restaurant, wherever you wanna. There's you know, a few cafes, like wherever y'all want to go. We have plenty of good accommodations here. In fact, we have a lot of people come here because of how good the food is. We are the only people with certain types of monsters that we can prepare food from, and the people that are capable of preparing them. So
I kind of
Wow,
want to
that's
go hang out
interesting.
with Eden.
Oh, that's reasonable.
All right. Well,
I
then,
guess
yeah.
I'll go to the library with Osei.
Oh, okay. Lamisk.
Think I'll just walk around here.
Ah, come on, you gotta go to the bar with me.
You just said you gotta go to the bar with me.
You know what, nephew? I'll go to the bar.
Yeah, the Bible says something about fire water.
Not my holy book.
Write that shit down, Osei. Write that shit down. Fuck.
Yeah. So you guys head off. You guys split up. So we have Lake and Lemisk heading to the bar with Eden, and we have you guys heading to the library. Now, I guess we'll go with the Lake Lemisk Eden group first. You guys walk into the bar, and he's not like fucked up or nothing, but you can tell he's already, going through some of the chips that he was given. He's trying to maximize the economy here. He's not trying to get the best alcohol. He's trying to like efficiently get
The most.
the most out of the money that he has. Yes.
Gotcha.
And you guys come in, and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's good? What's good? I didn't expect you guys to be the ones heading here. I really what happened to Crosswise?"
I think he went to read.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that
tried
makes
to get
sense.
him to come this way.
That makes sense. Hey, are you old enough to be in a bar?
I didn't. Only reason I didn't want to come is because I didn't want to deal with this Eden. So let's just not even.
All right, my fault, my bad, my mistake, my mistake. All right,
So-
well, you guys did good today, and Crosswise did give me a little bit of extra money, so I mean, you guys' first round is on me, I suppose. I can pay
How much
for
you
it.
got left?
Out of what he gave me, like,
Total. If you don't mind me asking.
out of what he gave me, I have 10, and that's way over what I have on me. I have a decent amount of money actually. I am still like I am a crew manager basically.
All right, I'll take
So.
a free round.
Yeah, y'all can get free shit.
What do you want, Misk?
Let me take your strongest vodka.
Oh God, he just wants to get fucked up. He immediately wants to get fucked up. Okay, okay, all right, buddy. And the barkeep walks over, and you know what? Yeah, he hands you some shit. He hands you what he says is the best in this area, best in this region. Now go ahead and I will warn you that when you take a sip, we are gonna be rolling.
Okay.
So, what about you? What about you, Lake? What is it that you're looking for here?
I'm gonna have an apple teeny on him.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And-
yeah. Mm-hmm.
2 shots of rum. 2 double shots of rum.
2 double shots. Okay. All right.
Matter of fact,
Okay.
You know what?
let's do 4
know
double
what?
shots of
Oh
rum.
my
One for each of these
Eh,
gentlemen.
Okay.
All right, and I'll actually take shots. Hold on, let me get some.
Oh my God, he's gonna take shots in real life for this. I mean, we're nearing the end of the session, so it's fine. But still, that's crazy. That's
Having
crazy.
a lot more fun getting into character now that I realize I'm just having hijinks session. fights people.
Hijinks. Yeah. Yeah, basically. Basically. Quay is gonna so for those that don't know, actually, here's a little insider scoop on the Bleach series from the other series on the channel. Quay is fucked up for every Bleach session. He's crossfaded in every single Bleach session we do.
Word.
For those that don't know, he is both drunk and high for every single Bleach session we do. Every single one. So him going out of his way to be like, I'm gonna drink for this one is kind of crazy, because I thought he already was drinking, but he was not.
No, I was.
Oh, you were? Okay. You just had to
I
get
was
more.
on the, I was on the market. I
He's
was like
just
doing the
taking shots.
margarita.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
I was doing the
Bet,
margarita.
bet.
But now since we're at a bar,
Yeah.
and it seems as though my boy is, and you know what? It's my birthday month. It's my birthday
Oh
month.
my God, here he goes.
My birthday's in,
shit.
All right.
guys. My birthday's on the 15th. Anyway, back to the role play.
So, all right. Well, you guys are going. Lake will not have to immediately roll because he didn't immediately ask for the strongest fucking thing they have.
Let's go. I'll roll this shit. Let's go.
Lemisk, you roll me endurance, buddy. Roll me endurance, bud.
Look at this shit. Look at my endurance.
You got solid endurance. You got 5.
Hey, you know this right here. I just got Neff. You know I just got out of prison. So, cheers.
Yeah.
47. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. If you do, this wasn't like the hardest check to pass. It's your character can tolerate it. You are okay. So.
You feeling that at all, Misk?
Like,
No,
nah,
this
he's
is like work. Come on.
yeah. So the reason that you have to roll that is because it is vodka with there is like the way that they make certain alcohols around here is really like weird shit that they do involving like different extracts from like the magic of monsters and stuff.
That's hard. That's so hard.
So that's why you had to roll. So he just tanked that. You asked for not the thing that would immediately kill you.
I asked for an apple teeny and 2 double shots.
Yeah. So like you're roll endurance, your checks are really easy. It's very hard for you to get fucked up of anything here. But you're not rolling for like you're not getting burned from the inside like he could have. Yeah, you're fine. Y'all are chilling. Roll for Eden, but Eden literally has an alcoholic buff. Which is funny that we gave him the opportunity to go to a bar. So he has an alcoholic buff. So he's gonna roll with this extra 10 guaranteed, and it does not matter. That's hilarious. So he he takes a sip of the same shit that Lemisk got. And he is a notorious, like, he paces himself. He tries to get the most for what he's got. He doesn't immediately go for the strongest shit they got. He decides, he's like, you know what? It's with the gang. I got it. And he takes a sip of the same vodka that Lemisk had. And he, like, gets knocked into the air as if he had just gotten punched in the chest. Like, cartoonishly. Like the episode of SpongeBob where Patrick's getting his ass beat by nothing.
While he's in the air, I take 2 pictures of him.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you take 2 pictures of it. You can store those. Yeah, and he go ahead and add those to your quest counter too.
Okay, got you.
I don't technically count the combat ones, but anything that's like outside of combat, those count.
Got you.
So he like flies into the air as if he had just gotten punched in the chest by like a giant. And you see him like fall on the ground and like he's not moving for a little bit, and then he just raises his hand in the air with a thumbs up, and then he slowly stands up and he goes, "I think I might be taking a break for tonight."
Come on, you're just getting started.
That shit hurt really bad, Lemisk. Shit hurt.
Well, you have a good night. And
You
Neff,
don't want to hang out and talk to us at least?
No, I can stay here. It's just I'm taking a break from drinking. I can't. I'm not as young as I used to be.
Waiter, let's get some ice water over here.
And the waiter does give you guys some ice water free of charge because he's willing to be nice to somebody who just got their shit rocked by his strongest drink. And so he's like downing his shit, and then he looks at Lake and he goes, "So what made you decide to join the whole Slayer Corps thing?"
Vin.
Vin.
I don't know.
Huh.
He met me up near where I'm from, or where I'm from. I challenged him to a hunt.
Ah, you challenged. So in the ring back there, that was your second time challenging him?
Yeah.
Who won the first time?
Well, it's really More important, who won more recently?
Interesting. I guess that's correct. Yeah, you did win
Kind of
more recently.
overwrites itself.
Okay, yeah. You know
But
what? You're right.
technically, he won the first time.
Ah, okay.
Clearly, that was a fluke.
That's really interesting. I'm actually I actually am the reason that Vin is in the league.
Yeah, how's that?
He was my first he was the first person I ever placed my bets on. I saw him slay a monster once. He was defending the village I was from. And I told him I had connections over at the White Lotus Society and I'd be willing to give him a job. And he was, at the time, he was a notorious bandit. So, it's kind of give him the ability to start over. And he did more with that than I ever thought he would. It's kind of shocking to see another group like you guys again, because it's been so long for me.
And how'd you meet Crosswise?
Crosswise,
What's that guy's deal?
so, I met him in the Chainlands. Reason I was in the Chainlands is because I actually had a meeting at the library in the Chained Lands. The library is unimportant. They probably don't even really mention it to scientists these days. There's no reason to. There's a giant library in the heart of the Chained Lands. It's basically the biggest resource for knowledge in the world. Every witch makes a pilgrimage there as part of their journey. I'm sure if you wanted to know more about it, Osei could teach you. I was there on business. I had a meeting with an associate of mine, and when I was coming back from it, some people may have tried to rob me, and so I ran away. I found a cave, and met Crosswise in that cave. And, I saw him, and I was like, oh, I've heard of this guy. He was a notorious mercenary. And so, he helped defend me from the guys that were trying to kill me, and then I asked why he was in the cave, and he said he wanted to die. And I was like, well, he's pretty strong. I can't have him doing that. So I decided to bring him back here.
Yeah, he seems a little down on himself.
Yeah, he hates himself. I'm not quite certain why he's so enthralled with the idea of him being lesser than others, but I'm sure there's a reason for it somewhere. I'm no psychiatrist. I just know how monster hunting goes. I know how the business of monster hunting goes. Don't ask me to help monsters. I can't fight. I'll be honest. I can't fight for shit. And Lemisk, I guess I should ask you the same thing. What led to you being in the Slayer Corps? I mean, I know you is the same reason I think most people know you for these days. Former god of the streets.
God of the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was. Oh, wait, you don't know about the god of the streets?
Nah,
I joined
man,
the
my
Corps
dad was
because
weird.
I joined the Corps because it was an opportunity for me to get out early.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Why don't you want to fight?
And
Oh, yeah.
and see,
Why don't you want to fight? You were pretty good at that back in the day.
like I said, my time is done. Okay. And see, Camui, not Camui, Lake.
There we go.
And see, Lake. This is why I can't be God. I'm not perfect. See,
Yeah.
even though I can create life, nephew,
What do you?
God is a perfect being, and I am not it. But I'm trying to be better every day. Waiter, bartender,
He walks over and he asks what you want.
Let me get another shot.
With the same stuff?
Double it.
Roll endurance again.
Waiter, could you bring him an ice water?
Oh my god, it's a monster, dude. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, you take it and you're like, damn, this is some of the best shit I've ever had. Keep it up. But you're still fine.
Really that good?
Damn, this is the best shit I've ever had. Keep it up.
There you go. He's
Keep
like,
it
wow.
up, bartender. You know what?
He
And see, this is why I'm trying to find, trying to find perfection in the world, like, and see, I go closer to my nephew. I put my hand on my nephew's shoulder, and I say, "Look, like, I can tell you're hurting. Excuse, and since we're on the same team, I want you to know that you can always come and talk. Okay, I know how it is out here in the world. This world is cruel. I've had to break a few people. I had to do things that I'm not proud of. Well, mostly not proud of. In retrospect, in order to survive out here, I had to become a monster in a way.
Yeah.
In order.
Well, hey, you can talk to Eden anytime about this stuff.
Oh, you know what? Nephew, I understand. I read you loud and clear.
That's fine.
I
Yeah.
think he's really got our backs.
And Eden's like sitting there like clutching his chest because it still hurts from the drink.
And he like looks at you. He goes, "Yeah, I'm surprised you never heard of the God of the Streets before. I won't bring it up because he's very it seems like he's very hung up over it. But just know that
I'm
Lemisk,
not.
you're not.
Oh no. My past is my past, and I wear it proudly.
All right. Well, yeah, Lemisk was once I gotta keep. I don't want. Do I alert the bar to who you are right now?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You've already said it.
All right. Yeah. So, like, Lemisk was formerly the god of the streets, the head of the Kyojin family, the strongest mob family that's ever existed.
No.
They did they had quite a few feats under their belt. They had an empire stretching. It's the only time this has ever happened. They had a criminal empire that stretched from the entirety of the the societies as a whole. Until Forsyth came in, but he's not around anymore, so that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to join the gray, whatever.
Foxes.
The Gray Foxes, yeah.
Yeah, I know they were the gray foxes.
Yes.
It's okay.
Their team was originally Forsyth's Legion. They were bought in by Forsyth himself.
So
Oh.
that's why I joined this one instead of the gray foxes. I'm not demeaning myself by kowtowing to such a, how you would say, subhuman specimen.
Oh wow, that's
I'm
crazy.
glad
Oh.
I, for one, am glad he's dead.
He wasn't a good man. That's true. He was killed by some rookie. I actually don't remember the name. Nobody really seems to remember the name of him. There was a rookie that took him out. I don't know, maybe like 3 years ago, something like that, 3 to 5 years ago. There was some rookie that joined the team for the White Lotus Society, took him out, and then went missing immediately afterwards. Nobody really
I
knows what happened at that.
Apparently,
I
I don't know
break
what happened about anything.
I break the thought of Forsyth makes me so mad that I break the shot glass in my fist.
Hey, bartender walks over and he like starts cleaning up. He's like, you gotta pay for that, right?
It's okay. I give him 100. I give
Hun-
him 100.
100 chips?
Hey!
What?
I
He
reach
like
out and take back half of the chips.
He like wipes his eyes. And
he's like 100? Why would you? He was like, sir, I think. Have you had too much to drink tonight?
No.
Okay.
What use do I have for money
The
when I've had it all?
That's hard as fuck. That's hard as fuck. And the guy takes his. We can say that the Lake took back the 50 for you, but yeah, the guy takes 50, so subtract 50 from yourself. And yeah, also the reason Lake doesn't know much is because that's the Northern One, secluded society.
Yeah.
And see, like, the reason why, and see, just right there is another case of why I can't be God. And you asked me why I bring that up. It's because earlier you asked me if, well, you alluded to me being God.
Did he allude to it? You just said you made kids.
Yeah. Creating life.
Yeah, I
That
just
is
tried to
something
make a
that-
sex joke, man. And then you
Yeah.
said you might be God.
Well, nephew, I'm sorry, but however, that's just the difference between your generation and my generation,
Oh.
and that's why I let you youngins handle it.
Got it.
You got it, youngin.
Got
Hey,
it.
young blood.
I've been trying to figure you out. And it all just clicked.
Hey, young blood. Hey, it's alright.
Yeah. Yep, jigsaw has just fell into place.
and as
Are you sure you haven't had too much?
wait, let them
youngin?
continue. Let them cook.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't feel too bad.
Okay.
I'm buzzing for sure.
Yeah.
But for sure.
You definitely you tripping out. You tripping out.
No.
Tripping out.
Roll endurance, like should be a pretty. This is a pretty low check. So should be chilling. Yeah, you're good. You're chilling.
Okay. I was making sure. Hey, I just want to make sure. I gotta get you home safe.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling
I know.
alright.
Hey, I know your dad. I don't want to piss him off.
You don't know his dad.
You don't know my
You
dad.
literally don't. He's just saying things for the sake of saying it. He just knows your dad because he saw him say we're enemies now and leave the Coliseum. It's literally all he knows about your dad. And even then, you didn't acknowledge that he was your father. You literally got asked by Crosswise, yo, who's that guy? And you said, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Yeah.
So, as you guys enjoy the rest of your night at the bar, telling tales and being foolish, we head over to the library in the Knowledge Center, where Osei is searching for books on nightmares because he wants to learn as much as he can about them based off of what he said earlier. And Crosswise is kind of just there chilling, there to yap it up with Osei, see what he's about.
Ooh, this looks interesting. Say, Crosswise, is it?
Yeah, that's my name.
I was curious about something, if you have the time to spare.
Nothing but time. What's up?
So, I have to say that your performance during battle was quite extraordinary. I do say
Thank
so
you.
myself.
I had to
And I
make
was
sure
cu-
everybody was safe.
I see. But it got me thinking, you know, that's an interesting way of fighting. I'd never seen anyone, I guess, from my journeys, it's not really common to see people fight like that. And I was just curious, if you mind sharing your combat style and whatever you prefer to share.
Yeah, no problem. I fought through many wars, battles for the Lords of the Chained Lands for a long time, but I guess my stature decreased in recent time in terms of my prowess on the battlefield, and slowly but surely chipped away at my own reputation until they severed ties with me. I worked as a mercenary for a while, and that worked in that it gave me place to get food and some camaraderie, but all of them would eventually leave or die. I did my best to protect them, but
Mm,
I can't protect them from everything. Mental woes, age.
really?
My fighting style originates from my protectiveness of people and using my arms as defensive guards to deflect attacks. But used to be pretty acrobatic, but I don't know why, but I can't muster the energy to kick much anymore.
Hmm, interesting. Okay. You said you were a mercenary once.
As my most recent if occupation last year, maybe a couple months, but I made a name for myself doing it for a long time.
Hmm, interesting.
As you two are talking, Terminus walks in. You see Terminus walking by, and he walks by you, and then like kind of realizes who he walked by, and then he kind of like turns back around, walks back over. He said, "Osei, just the guy I was looking for. See, I disrespected you earlier.
Really?
I
How?
disrespected you earlier when we first had the team together, and I kind of disregarded your ability to fight. I was just like, oh, the poet guy is here because Mary made a, decision on her own again. Uh, but here's the thing. You, you that book that you got,
Mm-hmm.
that's really something. So okay, I'm gonna ask about how this works. So that book you have, you write a poem in it, and then you can recite a verse from the poem and cast it as a
Mm-hmm.
spell?
Indeed. Yes, I like to call it the Book of Empty Words.
Interesting.
Because me, myself, I'm not particularly fond of speaking. I like to observe. And the
Mm.
more I learn, the more it gives me confidence in what I have to say on the book. And so I write it down, and I don't know, I guess through my many various travels, it almost turned as a tool, a weapon for me in many cases.
Huh.
In most cases, a tool. And then I use that tool into other things like art and, poems and things festive that's fun. you know? So,
That's
yeah, a
wow.
trusty book.
Yeah. That's really amazing. I really, I kind of knew everybody else's physical prowess going into this because they're all known for their physical prowess, but you are known all across the lands as specifically for your art. I've always been, wondered. You traveled the world by yourself, or at least in recent times, the past year or so. You've traveled the world by yourself. You've obviously fought nightmares by yourself, fought enemies by yourself in those travels. But I never thought about how that might be done. I figured you just hired bodyguards or something. I didn't think you were capable of doing it yourself. I just kind of mistook you as a one note artist when obviously your art genuinely has impact on the world, which is astounding.
Osei clenches his fists. Well, yeah, I had many wild adventures. Unfortunately, some were not right.
Of course, of course. All of us have suffered through our fair share of hardships. You know, the reason the Graham's disciples had to draft a new team recently, the reason that we had so many picks is because a majority of our team is no longer living. See, we
Really?
reside in one of the most dangerous parts of the world. We lose members often, but also, we recently came to a clash with a mysterious group. We don't know their names, and we don't know much about them, but there's a group that we met at the southern border in between like the end of our territory and the territory separating the mainland and the island of Eleni. And
Mhm.
you know, they sent in maybe 3 people. We lost 30, 40.
No way.
It was very strange. And then
How?
I don't know. They used powers we'd never seen before, but you know, me and Mary, we fought them and were able to drive them back. But it did require, you know, it required Mary to use something that she isn't very fond of using, a power that she has. But, you know, I'm not here to spill her business for her. However, there is a reason that she is known as the Island Mover. Have you guys heard the story of this?
I've heard
No.
tales.
Yeah, so Mary, in that battle, people don't know the full scope of it, and I guess it's not my place to tell the full story. I'm sure she'll tell you eventually, but long story short, she, in that conflict, decided to, use her full power and ended up cutting a piece of the continent in half. It ended up drifting out to sea. That piece of the continent was the nation of Eleni. And unfortunately, in order to protect them, she had to sever the land. But,
Oh.
you know, some areas view her as a bloodthirsty criminal for it. Meanwhile, the nation of Eleni actually treats her as a hero because they know what she did. But regardless, yeah, nobody knows. That group started appearing, like, we've heard, you know, about a secret group that's, you know, been in these areas for a while, but we never saw proof of their existence until about 5 years ago. And then, you know, like a year or 2 ago is when that whole encounter happened, that whole exchange happened. So, you know, it gets tough out here. So, you know, you're not the only, you know, it's not wrong to, you know, loss isn't necessarily something that's avoidable. So it's just best to remember those moments where, you know, it was brighter. You don't have to focus on that darkness for your art. Let it fuel you. I
Wow.
found I found a book. Also, yeah, what were you going to say?
I just didn't know, but continue.
Yeah,
Wow, that's crazy.
I was going to try to get this book to you because I figured you'd find use for it. And he gives you a book that holds like, it's basically a book that's just like poems from different like cultures, different traditional like stories and stuff, and it's also got stuff um in like, you know, other languages and shit, which you know a lot about different languages and ancient languages and stuff because obviously you've studied you know, art your entire life. So this is, you also like come from the region that the Golden Age Society is in, so you have like knowledge of that shit.
Mm.
And so like, you know, it's like a book that has like hundreds and hundreds of pages of like different art pieces and traditional stories and poems and just different things that have mattered throughout the years. And also, yes, Crosswise does find a book of the Chained Lands that, when read, will tell him something that he actually needs to know. I'm sure you know what that is, Nighlin. But yeah, so he presents you that book, and he's like, "Yeah, I have a busy night ahead of me. I have to go set up everything for the competition between you and the first squad tomorrow. So I'm gonna be on my way, and also go scout out to make sure that that monster doesn't leave the volcano." And he walks out.
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
Yeah, I briefly looked through the book.
The book does recount a tale of an ancient war. Not really ancient, but like a historical war. In which many different notable figures fought, and a certain name catches your eye. You don't know the whereabouts, but this name reminds you, or it like makes your head start hurting. Basically, you
Yeah.
start to feel like uneasy, and you can now recall this name as the last person that you worked under.
Gotcha.
You gave me the name beforehand of the guy, and I will be honest, I do not remember it. So I'll write that down for you when I look back through the stuff that you sent.
I'll chill.
And yeah, upon seeing his name, you kind of like, it's like a little, it's a little flash in your brain where you're like, that's something I need to keep track of and like work towards. So yeah, and in that book, you also see another name that you can't quite, like, something about it feels weird, where like you're trying to read the pages that it's on, but reading the name is like impossible. Like you cannot understand it.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
So looking for a book of the Chained Lands was actually a smart move.
Yeah, there's Marquis Greymore is the one I used to work for that was nice, and then
Yes.
Helmborough is the one that replaced
Helmborough
it.
is the Helmborough is the one that you read that you were like, wait a second.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Greyborough is the one that you can't like fathom. You can't comprehend that.
Yeah, Greymore breaks brain.
Greymore. Yeah. Greymore breaks brain because you're not allowed to know that guy exists.
Yeah, so I fall to the ground, but I'm careful with the book. I place it down, and the sigils on the side of my head kind of glow very lightly. So somebody paying a lot of attention will notice them. And then I just put my hands against my head, like it's giving me a headache. Get out of my head, Charles meme.
Oh no, the beams.
The
The
beams.
beams. You know what? Yeah, I would say roll Dex. Roll Dex, Foamy.
Dex.
Roll Dex.
Let me see. Dex. Dex. Okay.
Oh, you did
I
plus
fucked
again.
up.
You typed plus in the thing.
Ah. Yes.
That's fire.
Let's do it again.
Whoa! Yeah, you see the glowing lights on Crosswise's head, and you proceed to walk over as you see him like on the ground, like holding his head. You do notice that the sigils on his head represent like some sort of bind, something that is not necessarily like it's physical, but it's not, it's like magical. And you've read about things like different binds and curses and hexes and stuff in the library in the Chained Lands. So upon noticing this, you immediately rush over and take note of the fact that there is something like afflicting him, basically.
Crosswise, are you okay?
My head hurts. I don't know. This happens sometimes, I think.
Wait, can I recite like the moment? Like, can I recite like a hymn or like?
Reciting hymn, you can create a poem of this moment to cast as something later, but you currently do not
Okay.
have any hymns that are like you could recite it and it would do anything like healing or anything, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Let me write a poem.
I okay. I did just now notice also that technically, because that was a roll that would help another person, and I added this after the fact, but it didn't matter. You rolled a 103. But you do get a +5 on top of that. So. Because you have the scarf gives you a +5 to rolls that are actively helping other people.
Okay, so I can roll again.
No,
No,
it's
you're
already-
fine. We just added it.
Yeah, I
It's
added
Oh,
108.
you just added. Okay.
It's
Okay.
108, yeah.
Okay,
It
gotcha.
doesn't matter because you rolled over 100 anyways. It's like you were cooking. You're chilling.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead and write yourself a poem. It doesn't have to be anything crazy unless you want it to be. We are at the we're getting near the end here, so it's whatever you want to do. And like I said, I'll also accept bars. So, if you got a bar, for it. And while he's writing a poem, Crosswise is going to get up, and you can choose to continue reading the book if you want, or you can choose to just like chill out.
All good. Yeah, I get up as much as I can. Like I'm hobbling up a little bit, put my arm on like anything that's stable that isn't gonna knock something over,
Mm-hmm.
and I hand the book to Osei upon him being finished writing.
Uh-huh.
I ask for him to write sections of this down for me to summarize later, and we can see what I
Mhm.
can take and what I can't take.
Okay. And that's a good, yeah. With that, you guys all finish your escapades. I was trying to find a good word for it. How often you hear escapades get used?
Right.
You guys all finish that, and you head up to rest for the night, because tomorrow you will have to challenge the first squad to see if you guys are going to remain second squad or if you guys will be first squad.
Upon it hitting nighttime, I would like to walk around where we are to find a place to lay down and look up at the stars, because my character can't sleep.
This is true. You can do that. You head outside and head to a little, like, they have like multiple staircases and bridges in this area. It's a very large village, surprisingly, and there are staircases leading up to the top of the mountains that you can watch the stars from. Yeah.
Great.
It's actually kind of in like a cool little like spiritual ritual area that they hold for like religious stuff. And yeah, if there's nothing else that anybody would like to do, that will end off our session before the big one tomorrow. Or not really tomorrow in character, but next Tuesday.
Yay!
Any last
I'll,
words, Gangathy?
I pull up a little bit of a teaser, but Crosswise, like his armor wraps into a little puppet of Eden, and he pats him on the head, and he goes, "You're doing good, kid." He goes, "Thanks, Eden."
That's fire. Yeah.
Fire.
Any last words for before we leave for today, y'all?
Just fire, bro. This is fire.
It's just.
Hey, 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 bro.
Uh-huh.
Trump.
All right, we're
Big
ending the
dick
recording, bro.
economy.
Yeah, please, man.